You ask AI to make slides, it gives you one version. Maybe it's good, maybe it's terrible. Either way, you're stuck with it. Here's the thing, most slide tools won't tell you. The first version is never the one you want. You need options, you need control, you need to see what's possible before you commit. That's what we're doing today. I'm going to show you how to run 2 AI models at once and pick the best slides from each, explore completely different design styles, whatever fits your vibe, generate professional images that don't look like AI garbage, and lock it all down to match your brand guidelines with one prompt, all in one workspace. Let's go. I'm in CharmIQ, opening a new workspace. I'll name it Slide Builder Demo. I've got this onboarding document, What is CharmIQ? And I want to turn it into slides. Clean, professional, fast. To add content, you can drag files directly, import from Google Drive, or, like I'm doing here, add reference material. Any format works. Word, PDF, whatever you've got. Okay, document loaded. Now, to build slides, I'm going to use 2 AI agents that CharmIQ has pre-built. 0 setup required. I hit the plus icon here, and you'll see 2 slide builder charms already available. One running Claude, one running Gemini. I'm importing both. Done. Now, my prompt is super simple. Create slides from the reference material, keep them minimalist and elegant. Add animations if it makes sense. That's it. I'm not specifying how many slides, what layout, or what structure. I'm letting the AI figure it out. Let's see what happens. All right, Gemini's up first. I'm curious to see what it does with this. Let's find out. I'm calling the slide builder agent that uses the Gemini model. I hit run. Okay, look at this. Dark background, minimalist text, subtle animations, clean. 5 slides total, simple headlines, icon-based layouts, everything's organized and readable. Gemini went for clarity and simplicity. But let's see what Claude does with the same content. I want Claude to take a crack at this, but I don't want it influenced by what Gemini just made. So I put my cursor back up here, right above Gemini's output. That's it. Now the Claude charm will only read my original prompt and content. It won't see what Gemini made. Completely independent perspective. Calling Claude Slide Builder. Whoa, look at this. Totally different vibe. Different headline, I like this. And see the typography. Bold gradient text, dramatic spacing. This feels premium. 2-column layout, narrative on the left, feature cards on the right, more editorial. Indigo and purple gradients, numbered principles, shimmer animation on the CTA. Okay, pause for a second. You just got 2 completely different takes on the same content. Gemini went minimal, Claude went bold. Neither of them are wrong, they're just different perspectives. And now you pick what works. You're not stuck with whatever one AI decided. You've got options. So let me clean this up and show you what I mean. I'm switching to view mode, setting this to slideshow view so I can see all the slides in the outline here and navigate properly. Now I can walk through both decks and decide what stays. Slide 1. Gemini's version is fine, but Claude's title treatment much stronger. Bold, dramatic spacing. I'm keeping Claude's version and hiding Gemini's. For the rest, I'm going to speed through this, but the process is the same. I'm keeping the slides I like, hiding the ones I don't. And here's the key. This isn't like editing in a chat history where everything's locked in place. This is a real workspace. I can move slides around, drag and drop, reorder, just like editing a Word document. CharmIQ isn't a conversation, it's a canvas. All right, cleanup time. I'm nuking the Gemini slides I didn't pick, just keeping the good stuff. So, now I've got my final 5 slides, 3 from Claude, 2 from Gemini. Mix and match. Your call, your taste. Now, customization. This is where most AI tools stop. You get what you get. But here, you can direct specific changes. So slides 2 and 4 are good, but they don't quite match the style of slide 1. I want them to feel cohesive. Same typography, same color palette, same vibe. So I'm asking the Claude Slide Builder to update slides 2 and 4 with the same style as the first slide. There we go. New versions with same style, now they match. I'm deleting the old slides 2 and 4 and dragging these new ones into position. And now, the The whole deck feels unified, same voice, same energy, front to back. One more tweak, I want the CharmIQ logo on slide 1. Watch how fast this is. I'm pasting the logo into the workspace. Just drag and drop or paste from clipboard. Simple prompt to ask the dude to add the logo and call him to work. There it is, logo placed, sized correctly, positioned perfectly at the top center. You're not stuck with generic outputs. You can brand it, refine it, make it your own. Note that you can edit directly on the slide. You're not locked into whatever the AI gives you. Just click the pencil icon and I'm in edit mode. I can change the text right here, increase the font size, delete stuff I don't need, even change colors. Let's change the headline from white to yellow. There you have it. Okay, so you've seen how to run two charms. Compare them, pick the best slides. You could stop right here. But let's say you're not a designer. You don't even know what styles exist. Most people would just guess or Google slide design styles and get overwhelmed. Or you could just ask. Watch. I'm going to ask my slide builder agent to show me what this same slide could look like in 3 completely different styles. All right, look at this. 3 options: editorial light, bold geometric, and warm minimal. Super cool, right? Now I have 3 mockups to choose from and I can see what direction I want to go in before I build the whole deck. Okay, but what if you're not a designer? Me neither. I don't know what's out there. And here's the power of CharmIQ. You don't need to know everything. You just need to stay curious and you can ask for everything and see what is even possible. So I'm going to do just that. Brainstorm. I'm using a breakpoint here. See that red dot? That tells the AI to only read from this point down and ignore everything above. So it's focused just on this question. Now I'm asking, what are some design styles from the last century I could use for slides? And I'll call up the all-purpose charm. Okay, wow, look at this list. Art Deco, Bauhaus, Swiss style, pop art, flat design. It's like a design history crash course. Now I got a menu of options and I can pick what sounds interesting and actually see what it looks like. All right, let's try 3. I'll pick Swiss, pop art, and flat design. Let's do it again. Same deal. Say it and call the slide builder charm. Okay, look at this. Red accent bar, grid layout, super clean typography. This feels professional. The logo's off. I forgot to paste the logo back in. We can ask the dude to fix later, but you get the point. If you're presenting to executives or want that timeless, no-nonsense look, this works. The pop art. Okay, this is fun. I really like the yellow and the comic book burst. If you're doing something creative, disruptive, or you just want people to wake up during your presentation, this nails it. See the flat design? It's not my taste, but still pretty cool. So same content, 3 totally different vibes. Swiss is clean and professional, pop art is loud and fun, flat design is modern and safe. And I didn't design any of this. I just described what I wanted and let the AI figure it out. That's the point. You don't need to know design terminology, you just need to describe the feeling you're going for. All right, let's talk images, because this is one of the places where most AI slide tools fall apart. They'll generate images for you, sure, but they all have that same look. You know what I'm talking about, that weird illustrated cartoonish style. It doesn't look professional, and they all use one image model. Most of the time, you're stuck with whatever ChatGPT's DALL-E spits out. No choice, no control. CharmIQ works differently. I'm going to ask the slide builder to create the slide in a different style and generate an elegant photorealistic image. Now, here's what's super special. Even though I'm calling the Claude-based slide builder, the agent is smart enough to know, hey, this prompt needs a photorealistic image. Gemini Imagen is better for that than DALL-E, so it automatically switches to the right image generator. I didn't have to think about it. Look at that. Moody lighting, real-looking laptop on a wooden desk, coffee, succulent. This looks like a professional stock photo, not AI weirdness. And the slide is already built around it, text overlaid, positioned perfectly. I didn't have to download anything, upload anything, or manually place it. Everything happened in one place. That's the difference. Now, what if you want even more control? What if you want to see image options before committing to a slide design? Yes, you can totally do it here. I'm going to ask my all-purpose charm for image ideas first. Simple prompt, and the charm gives me 5 concepts: minimalist, abstract, and nature-inspired adaptation, macro shot of water droplets on a super hydrophobic surface. I like that last one, water droplets. Let's try that. All I need to do is ask my charm to write the prompt to generate that image, then select this text, hit the image icon, and choose Gemini as my generator. Look at that, macro shot, rim lighting, blurred background, high contrast. Now I can move this image above my slide and ask the slide builder to redesign around it. There it is, a new slide with the image I want. This is the workflow most AI tools can't do. You'd have to generate the image separately in a new chat, download it, upload it to your slide tool, manually position it, pain in the ass. Here, everything happens in one place. Brainstorm, generate, build, refine, all without leaving the canvas. All right, one last thing, because in the real world, you're not making slides for fun. You're making slides that need to match a brand. Specific colors, specific fonts, specific spacing. Most tools make you do that manually, slide by slide. Not here. It's super easy. All you need is to add your master slide as reference material. This is CharmIQ's brand slide, our colors, our fonts, our spacing. I'm adding it to the reference materials so the AI can see it. Now, I'm going to ask the slide builder to update these slides to match the master. Look at that. Warm off-white backgrounds, orange accent color, clean typography. This is exactly our brand system. And I didn't have to manually adjust anything. I just pointed to the reference and said, match this. That's how you maintain brand consistency across a whole deck without doing it slide by slide. Oh, and one more thing. See these icons in the slides? The little symbols for workspace, AI native, adaptive. CharmIQ has thousands of icons built in. When you describe a concept, the AI pulls the right icon automatically. You don't have to search for them. You don't have to upload them. They're just there. That's the kind of detail that makes slides look professional without you having to think about it. One last tip, use breakpoints to save credits. See, every time you call a charm, it reads everything in context. If you've got 20 slides above and you just want to redesign the last 2, you're wasting credits processing stuff that doesn't need to change. So I drop a breakpoint here, that red dot, and now the AI only reads from this point down. Now when I call the slide builder, it only processes these 2 slides and the master reference. Everything above is ignored. Faster, cheaper, smarter. That's the kind of control you get when your workspace is your canvas.
So, final touches. I'm cleaning up the workspace and the deck is done. You can preview the whole thing right here, or I can switch to slideshow mode to see the full presentation experience. There it is, full slide deck ready to present. Animations, transitions, everything. Now, if you need to send this to a colleague or client, you can export it as PDF or PPTX. Just click the 3-dot menu, choose Export Slides, and pick your format. The formatting and layout stay intact, but here's one thing to know. Animations don't export. That's a current tech limitation across all platforms. So if you want the full animated experience, present directly from CharmIQ using slideshow mode. Otherwise, you've got a clean PowerPoint or PDF file ready to go.
All right, let's bring it home. You've seen how to run 2 slide builder charms, compare outputs, cherry-pick the best. You've seen how to describe any style and get it, Swiss, pop art, editorial, whatever.
You've seen how to generate custom images, brainstorm concepts first, or build slides with images on the fly. You've seen how to match a brand master slide with one prompt. And you've seen how to use breakpoints to work smarter and save credits. 2 Slide Builder Charms, 0 templates, infinite range. The link's in the description. Try it once and you'll see why this is a completely different way to work with AI.